Hi everybody, this is a Jeskai Chaotic Transformation Arcane Bombardment deck. Now, I saw CGB playing something similar to this, and it's kind of the skeleton of this sort of deck that's been going around, just with some All Will Be One cards tucked in there, and the original version was super fun. But when I started playing it, and I saw that it already had 4 copies of Big Score, I thought to myself, you know what this deck needs? Arcane Bombardment. So we made some room, took out some Leyline Bindings, and some other permanents, tried to balance that out, and then upped the number of spells where I could. So I stuck in a few copies of Thrill of Possibility, cut down one with the Multiverse just by one. It's okay, but I often find in even the Boros version of decks like this, one with the Multiverse actually isn't the most powerful card that you can get to sometimes. So it's more often about doing Chaotic Transformation to get some other things out, and one with the Multiverse is great, but you do only get to do one thing with it every turn. So cut down on the number of that. It's still pretty fun, but hard casting it can be a little difficult, as you'll see in one of these games. So we've got 3 Arcane Bombardment in here. Now that can be found when we Chaotic Transformation, and you'll see up at the top end all of our Chaotic Transformation targets. So let's go over those real quick. So we've got 2 copies of Portal to Phyrexia. That's been in decks like this for a while now. One with the Multiverse at 1 copy, and then 2 new Atraxa Grand Unifier. This card helps us get some stuff off the top of the deck according to what type it is. So we get to look at the top 10 and then take one of each type. You can usually get at least 3 cards off the top of the deck, sometimes up to 5 or 6. It's pretty good. Up above that, of course, 3 Arcane Bombardment and Chaotic Transformation. These work kind of well together as they sort of loop around on each other. Chaotic Transformation can go get Arcane Bombardment for us, and then Bombardment can help us reuse Chaotic Transformation or Invoke Justice, which is a nice combo as well. Additionally, to shore up the early game, we've got 3 copies of Wedding Announcement. It's nice to make a token and do Chaotic Transformation on that. And then Fable of the Mirror Breaker also creates a creature token, creates a treasure token from that creature, and so is perfect for complementing Chaotic Transformation. So let's get over and see some of these chaotic games on the Ranked Standard ladder. I'll be with you for some commentary, but as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. All right. We've got 3 lands, we got plains, let's get it. Gotta lay down arms for something early. Ooh, Evolving Wilds. Interesting choice. Sometimes that's a sign you're gonna see some Sarah Paragon coming from the opponent. Could still be the case, but we'll just take it nice and easy here. Getting ready to set up for Fable on turn 3 by playing out our other Tri-Land right now. Keeping those Tri-Lands coming. Let's get Fable going. Opponent appears to be on some kind of red-green. Might be going wide with tokens, putting a lot of creatures into play. 3 colors, the 3 perfect colors for doing that. Red, green, and white. Cabaretti, as they like to say in the new Capenna set. Does a main phase reinforcements. Puts the counter on the greeters. They may be trying to get in here. We can lay down arms something, though. Yeah. Offering up the discard, but there's nothing we want to get rid of. There's no hefty permanents in our hand that we want to dump out so we can invoke Justice later. Let's just keep telling the Fable. Highly doubt they block, but you never know, and I kind of want to save these Shaman tokens for the turn when we really need to boost up to 6 mana, i.e. our next turn. Oh, Torrens. That is a really good card. Never seems to survive for me, but I do like the cut of his jib. We're using pirate terms today. Let's get a couple of Fables going here. We've got the flipped Fable, and now we've got another offer to discard. Still nothing worth discarding, though. Well, I think what we're going to do is get in with these Shaman, see about doing one of our 6 mana plays here. No blocks either, so we can potentially use one of these and get an Atraxa. I think that's worth it. We'll hit Enchantment We'll target artifact, but it's not going to hit it, right? And land, as one of my commenters pointed out. All right, let's see how this works. Yep, so artifact not in there. It was worth the risk. Wedding Transformation is our enchantment, and of course Atraxa our only creature, so we're going to get that. And then we'll look at the top 10 and take one of each type. So we get a land, instant, and enchantment. Let's get out of planes here. I think we want to get rid of old Taurens here. There's still a chance we can pick up a portal to Phyrexia, and if their board gets too big, they can easily sacrifice some of the more meaningless tokens, keeping their best engines around. Well, speaking of engines, Galagreeters number 2. And then does Fateful Absence on Atraxa. Alright, well it's just in the graveyard. We do have Invoke in here, as we pull up one with the Multiverse. Let's see what they want to do with this goblin. That treasure's going to put us up to 6 and enable some Arcane Bombardment or another transformation if we want to. Yeah, let's bombard. We're still at 20. This board isn't too threatening. And now that we've got this clue token, if we can pull up an untapped land or just attack one more time. Ooh, rabble rousing. Yeah, if we can get one more treasure out of this shaman, we can start doing Chaotic Transformation and Arcane Bombardment at the same time. Greeters getting all kinds of triggers from the rabble rousing here. Looks like the magic number on that is 10, if I remember correctly. Sure. Let's just conserve some life. It's not a big deal. Happy to trade away and get rid of one of those greeters, which is kind of the engine of their whole deck, it appears. Might have some Takassia's Welcome or something like that. All right, so what do we got? Atraxa. Let's invoke on Atraxa. And we pull up Chaotic Transformation anyway. So let's do the artifact and get that portal going. No creatures. Don't want to have to sacrifice Atraxa when she comes out. Enchantments. Let's see. Well, definitely not Bombardment. Let's get rid of its Wedding Invitation. Land. It's fine. Alright, so that's going to be Portal. And Enchantment. You kind of roll the dice. There's so many enchantments here. Not always guaranteed, but that's part of why we play it. Invoke comes out. Yeah, we can just spread some counters on the little guys here. No problem. We'll pick up a Lay Down Arms, a land, Thrill a Possibility, and we'll just leave that other portal in the deck. Let's exile that draw engine. Leave them with just the 2 citizen tokens. Yep, have a feeling they're not going to block because they want to start regenerating tokens with rabble rousing, so they're going to try to conserve creatures. Fateful Absence again on Atraxa. Opponent still sitting nicely at 20. Having a good long think here. We've got a portal here that we're threatening to just keep bringing back Atraxa with every turn. Rabble Rousing going to trigger. Get yourself 2 tokens. And those are replaced by Jinifei's ability. Yeah, let's just get Greeters. I don't know. You get to a certain point with this deck, and it's just like let's just do it all. Yeah, we're not in any hurry. Let's invoke Justice on what we just discarded here. And that will trigger Arcane Bombardment, so we'll invoke Justice on Atraxa. Do we even need the Chaotic Transformation? I mean, why not? We might as well. Let's, yeah, let's get another portal, since we stuck that back in the deck. Let's get another random enchantment. Lands, I don't care. All right, portal number 2 online. Bombardment number 2 pops out of the deck, and opponent has to sacrifice 3 creatures. Leaves them with just Ginny Fey, and we get to spread the wealth around on our creatures. Oh yeah, the Gala Greeters we stole, that's going to go off a little bit. Oh, Atraxa lets us see Wanderer, a land. And we'll take Thrill, cost less. We don't really need the mana. And, yep. Toker Distribution. Toker? Man, I should go back to talking like a pirate. Now let's get the Wanderer down for free. Seems good. And just for good measure, let's lay down arms on Ginny Fey. Okay. Opponent's at 23. I mean, it's not totally over. Sure, let's make a Samurai. Why not? And let's trigger the Greeters. Sure. What is the total mana value of all permanents we have in play here, I wonder? Opponent fighting the good fight here. Up to 4 mana. Devilish Valet. Yes. Okay, well, I mean, we could get rid of it with this binding. Sure, why not? Binding comes down. We'll take out the Valet. Guarantee no blockers here. We will grab the reinforcements, trigger the Greeters. This all feels a little over the top. Which reminds me, our next version should include 1 copy of Over the Top. We will get in, and that should just about wrap it up. All right, seems good so far. Good game. Nice. All the prettiest people you know are putting Arcane Bombardment into every deck they can find. We're starting off with some tapped tri-lands as we pick up some of the more expensive spells in the deck. Again, setting ourselves up to start doing our nice enchantments on turn 3 with an untapped land. Fable, probably the best, but, you know, let's get this down. They've got some blue. Could be holding up a Make Disappear, and I'd rather they disappear the announcement rather than the Fable. One with the Multiverse. We've got the blue mana to cast it, but we're a ways off. Might have to end up discarding that and trying to invoke it out. Land number 4. I think we can Fable here. Don't need to hold up the Wanderer. They've got nothing going on just yet. Could be trying to combo us out. Seen a lot of the Rot Priest decks running Ivy and targeted spells. But I kind of wonder how long that deck's going to stick around. Opponent acting like they got an instant. Let's get rid of the expensive stuff that we don't necessarily need. We'll put 1 transformation down there since we have another one in hand. And let's go ahead and get in. That token brings us to 5 mana, so we're 1 turn off from starting the transformation. All right, we get in for a solid 4. Play the land. Now, we've got this land. Let's go ahead and transformation now. Thought we already played one, but guess it doesn't tell you can play one during attacks. Let's see. Artifact-wise, did we do it too early? Well, we're going to get an Atraxa anyway. This is probably worth it. And land, sure. The percentages on pulling one of these lands out of the deck, it's probably not worth it. All right, land, great. Great, sure. I mean, it's free, so why not, but doesn't make that much of a difference. There's an old article on, oh, good lord. Invoke Justice, land. Let's pick an instant, Thrill of Possibility. Let's leave Atraxa in there because it's easier to chaotic transformation that out rather than put it in our hand. But yeah, there's an old article somewhere about exactly how much fetch lands help your odds of drawing a non-land card, and it's not that much. Opponent on Memory Deluge. Is this like a combo deck I don't know about? Something's got to be going on, and I really want to see what it is. Oh, Titania's Command. Interesting. Well, good game. All right. Can't keep a two... Well, we can keep a two-lander with Thrill of Possibility, so let's do that. Mana base a little slow. Ouch. Okay. Well, luckily not much from the opponent just yet, so let's keep after it. A couple of Thrills of Possibility, but the... consider... We need to see what the rest of their deck is before we get too down on ourselves here. All right, mono blue so far. Oh, they're going to love countering this Thrill. Let's try to sneak it in if we can. All right. Well, let's try one. Opponent thinking about it. They've got an instant. Spell Pierce. Oh, what a good deal for them. Okay. Well, gotta play this tap land. Now's your chance, opponent. Gonna land a Djinn. Man, these Phyrexian backgrounds... kind of gross. Why do they have trees, though? Like, why would you care about trees? Anyway, let's get a big score down while I stare at this musculature in the middle of the screen. Spell Pierce again. Okay, we've basically just discarded multiple cards for no good effect. And a Dissipate. Nice. Feeling great, feeling good. One more tap land. All right, opponent, now's your chance. Land the killing blow. No? All right, how about a wedding announcement? We'll threaten you with some tiny tokens. Opponent thinking about it. Make disappear, but we can pay that. Okay. I guess they did that so we couldn't replay it immediately, but... all right. Wedding announcement. If you want to spend 2 more cards on wedding announcement, I am good with that trade. All right. Geistwave again. All right, well, we've got a token. The token is going to get us Atraxa if we can sneak this through. And Atraxa is going to give us more cards to win this game. So if this works, we're in a good spot. What is your one last card? Sure, land, whatever. Oh, slides right through. Okay. Atraxa, show me what we got. Wow. Sorcery, Planeswalker, land, instant. Take big score. Enchantment. Ooh. Yeah, let's put... can we cast that? No, let's take Fable. Well... 50-50 on taking that one with the Multiverse. With this big score, we would have enough mana. Okay, an opponent, nothing to finish. Good game. All right. Back again. Don't need two big scores. Got my favorite card in the world here. I think we're all set. Let's see what we can get done here with Atraxa. Boy, with this deck, if you can land a Chaotic Transformation, we are in good shape. Atraxa just a nice target. Draws us anywhere from, 2 to 5 or 6 cards. Okay, land number 3, Wedding Announcement. That'll start giving us some creature tokens to target. Unfortunately, just a big score on a bombardment, but I've had worse. Ooh. Black Sun's Twilight, huh? Well, let's hold up big score. We're making a token. The Azusa flips. What's that do again? Oh, if it's 5, you get a creature back. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a deck together with a bunch of those cards in it. There's the I'm blanking on the name, but the one that reduces the cost of all your instants and sorceries. There's a whole bunch of X spells that we can't use in bombardment decks. Our opponent gets rid of our token. Let's go ahead and big score now. Just get rid of one of these lands. Okay, we pick up Multiverse, and we've still got bombardment. Let's get this down while we can. See if the opponent's playing any enchantment removal over there. Nothing to activate bombardment with just yet. Yeah, let's just let him through. Alright, tap land. That's fine. Think we just pass here? We might actually be able to hard cast this one with the Multiverse. I think we've got one blue producing land, one treasure. Bushwhack. Deck very lands focused, so I'm not sure what the payoff in the end here is going to be. Opponent gets in. Sure, we'll take that. Let's cycle this land away. Oh, we're drawing all of our juicy stuff. Alright, let's get Sokenzan down as a land. Let's Chaotic Transformation. It's going to give us the most bang for the buck. Sure, land. I don't know, the land feels the worst out of all this. Maybe I need to put some cooler lands in here. Alright, bombardment grabs big score, so let's discard one with the Multiverse. Although we probably could have hard cast it after these treasures. Keep thinking about Invoke Justice. Which is why I keep discarding that card. We will bind away your creature. Speaking of Invoke Justice, there it is. Grab that, Wanderer, random land. Big score, Fable. Well, actually, let's take Binding. We don't really have any specific removal outside of this portal. And, yeah, hand is full. We can discard land and bombardment, no problem. Alright, opponent's sitting on 6 cards over there. Well, I guess we'll try to get in with old Atraxa here. And let's try to invoke out one with the Multiverse. There's arguments for doing this pre-combat, but I don't want to hear them. The other portal's in our hand, so artifact doesn't make sense. We could do enchantment for fun. Let him play another land. That doesn't matter too much. Finally, big score goes off. Let's get rid of this thrill. All right, enchantment. We get a Fable. We get a land. They get their enchantment back. Enjoy your extra land. Invoke Justice comes down, and we put some counters on things. We can play something for free. Yeah, but why not? Take a 9-mana portal for free. Alright, opponent gains a little bit of that life back. We've got a Wanderer, we've got a Leyline Binding, and opponent's seen enough. Good game. Okay. Got some tap lands, hopefully not up against anything too fast as we work our way up to Chaotic Transformation. If we can pick up a Fable, we might be able to dump this Wanderer down in the graveyard or any of our nice reanimation Chaotic Transformation targets that we're looking for. It's a great outlet if we draw them early. Okay, opponent on mono black with the Evolve Sleeper. Gonna go ahead and push that up to a 2/2. Sundown Pass into Wedding Announcement for us. Opponent with an Underdog. Gonna attack in here. Everybody's bigger than our little human token. Let's, Well, I know we want a Wanderer. The question is which one? Life of Toshiro. That's interesting. So we may be able to use this Wanderer here. I'm going to think about what we might want to take out. Let's go for this Underdog. They missed a land drop there, so I'm not too worried about them drawing a ton of cards with this Sleeper, whereas like in a control deck with some more mana, they might be able to keep feeding their hand. But as it is,
We've got the edge in this.
I think we can just pass it on back here. We don't have any targets for Invoke Justice, unfortunately. We've got one of the Atraxa in our hand. So our opponent does Shieldred's Edict to get rid of the Wanderer. Well, I will make this trade. The opponent forget that these were bigger tokens now? Okay, we hit land number 6. Chaotic Transformation, online for creatures and enchantments. But now we've got the Wanderer down there. Yeah, let's get the Wanderer. Opponent's stuck on 2 lands. We might be able to squeeze out a victory and then refill our hand with Atraxa at a later time. Plus, if we Transformation and go get a Bombardment, it'd be nice to have Invoke Justice down there already. Okay, opponent gets rid of our Wanderer again. Let's see what they do here before we make any decisions. Alright, opponent must be feeling like they're on the back foot because they're blocking. Let's Transformation then. No artifacts. Let's get rid of the worst creature. Well, it's not the worst creature. He's the smallest creature. So land is fine. Enchantment gives us Bombardment, and creature will give us Atraxa. And we will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, well, yeah, we'll take it. Why not? There are 2 portals in this version, so we can always chaotic into the other one. Opponent saved some removal so they can take care of Atraxa, but that unfortunately puts them to 6 life. Slaughter Specialist. I've tried that in some control builds. It is kind of nice if you're in a deck that's going to be taking out a lot of your opponent's creatures anyway. Well, it looks like we can remove this with Lay Down Arms and get in for a classy 6 damage. However, it's even classier is putting more counters on it. All right, good game.